Thanks everyone for joining us today. My name's Carrie Doyle. I'm the Executive Director of Colorado Conservation Voters. CCV is the independent political voice for Colorado's environment. Our mission is to make conservation a top priority for voters, for candidates, and for elected officials. And this is really a tremendous event. We're so pleased to have all of you here joining us today. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to talk about the work of Colorado Conservation Voters. Conservationists here in Colorado learned the hard way that key environmental protections will fail if the people making the decisions aren't listening. CCV works to ensure that elected leaders are listening by educating voters about the candidates and by holding elected officials accountable. In 2006, CCV endorsed 51 candidates for office. 48 of them won. What that has meant is that we've been able to strengthen bipartisan conservation majorities in the State House and the State Senate. And we now have a governor who pledged to be a stubborn steward for Colorado's environment. This November, voters sent a message that we need to do things differently, especially when it comes to our environmental and our energy policies, and our elected leaders listened. Conservationists here in Colorado have also learned that we all have a role in figuring out the solutions to our problems. So we have teamed up with our utility companies, business leaders, sportsmen, local governments, because if we're going to win, it's going to take all of us working together. And I think a glance at the list of sponsors for today's events kind of shows some of the interesting partners that we've been working with in recent years. As a result of this really strong elected leadership and these partnerships with people who in the past were more likely to be our enemies than our allies, we were able to pass landmark policies this year with broad bipartisan support. Here in Colorado, we decided that we were going to get 20% of our electricity from renewable sources by 2020. And after 17 years of working on this issue, Governor Ritter brought real leadership and brought balance to our Oil and Gas Commission. So today we want to celebrate those successes. But our work is not done. Global warming is a huge challenge. But I also am a real believer that overcoming the challenge of global warming is going to make our lives better, our economy stronger. Here in Colorado, we have moved farther, faster than any state in the country when it comes to renewable energy policy. This year, we put policy into place to save energy, save consumers money by investing in energy efficiency. And right now, as we're dining here and looking at the beautiful Front Range, scientists are hard at work at our research universities, at the national research labs here in Colorado, coming up with a technology that is going to help the world solve the problem of global warming. So, Colorado Conservation Voters, our role in all of this, our job is to make sure that political leadership in Colorado will embrace these opportunities and will commit to protecting what we all love about Colorado. And that is the unique role that CCV plays. So, the next thing that I wanted to do was introduce Patty Stolp, who will be introducing the governor. Patty is a fourth-generation Coloradan who grew up on a farm in Yuma County. Rural Colorado and renewable energy go together for Patty. And not just Patty, but her brother, John Stolp, who is Governor Ritter's Ag Commissioner. Patty has had a real trailblazing career in renewable fuels. Commissioner Stolp, not to be outdone by Patty's acumen, brought one of the first wind farms to Colorado on his family farm. Patty's a CCV board member who I've relied on for her insight as a business entrepreneur in Colorado, for her leadership on renewable fuels, and for her voice for conservation from the Eastern Plains in Colorado. So Patty.